Guys, today's video really quickly going to cover about diabetes, so type 2 diabetes, and how it affects those who are observing the month of Ramadan or fasting. Now, I've just completed the conference in conjunction with Nestle, and in the workshop it basically discussed about how patients who were fasting actually ended up having a higher level of blood glucose levels, as well as an overall increased intake of fat levels, and an increased intake of sweets. And I'll be sharing the slides of what the studies have found in the next couple of clips. So if you know of someone who has type 2 diabetes and is observing Ramadan, then please advise them to go and see a dietitian for their personalized nutrition plan. But just to share a few tips on this platform, what the studies have found that when the breaking of fast is happening, or also known as iftar, then a suggestion would be to always start out with having your vegetables first. Okay, so if you can do that, then the studies have found that even the long-term impact, so it's not just the short-term but the long-term impact of blood glucose control tends to be much better. Another advice that I would also like to share, so as I was saying, another piece of advice would be when the iftar is happening or when you're breaking fast, then a suggestion would be to include the lower GI or the lower glycemic index foods, as that will lead to the blood glucose levels rising more slowly as compared to the higher GI foods. So of course you can discuss with the dietitian what the lower GI foods are. And another tip would be for the sahur, or in the morning when you have your meal, when you wake up, try and have that as late as possible, so as late as you possibly can, because of course you need that meal to try and last you for all the rest of the hours that you'll be fasting. So just another advice that can help is try and keep that to as late as possible.